So, hello guys. Um, I don't really know how to do this. So, a couple weeks, I honestly, it, months maybe. A couple months ago, I started to lose interest in creating content for YouTube, even streaming on just any platform. Um, since then, I haven't really regretted that choice. I haven't really wanted to go back to making content. I'd still get the urge to want to make something every now and then, but I just don't really have time for it, or I just in the end didn't want to do it. The reason I'm making this video is because I feel like you guys deserve something. Deserve a little message instead of me. Okay, what the excuse that sound that happened just then. I'm kind of in class while filming this, so yeah, just ignore that, I guess. Anyway, yeah. I felt like you guys deserved some sort of goodbye message, I want to say. I don't want to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes, and to be frank, there's no saying that I'm 100% done with content with my channel. I might come back to it, but I just wanted to give some sort of message so that everyone knows, for the few people that actually watch my channel consistently, just so you guys know. I don't know how to word it. I'm sorry. So I just wanted to say thank you guys to the few people that would watch my streams and watch my content, even just liking my videos. And I feel like I also kind of want to explain myself as to why I feel this way about YouTube now. Back when I started YouTube, it was 3, 4, maybe even 5 years ago. I didn't upload for a whole year or two before I actually started making content, but I made my channel 5 years ago. And I would post small things every couple weeks or months. And it was the greatest thing. I made my YouTube channel V_ViewHeli. Now it's just ViewHeli. But I made that channel, and the only thing that was on my mind was getting to make things, editing videos, and putting my content out there for thousands to see. And it was great. I made a lot of videos, ones that will stay with me for probably way down the road. But what I'm trying to say is when I first started YouTube, the way I looked at it was just getting to put my ideas out there for thousands to see. And that was how it was for a while. I mean, I got into YouTube Shorts. Some of those would hit I think my highest viewed YouTube Short is 17,000 views.
Holy shit! Mark?
Rudy! Cecil keeps trying to seduce me! And then my highest viewed video was 130,000 views. It was crazy. It was a Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse edit. It was amazing. And stuff like that, seeing those get so much views, it just made me want to keep going. Because it just told me that people were out there. People saw what I was making, and they didn't just be oh, whatever, and move on. They looked at it, they clicked on it, they liked it, they commented even. And things like that just kept me going. But things change, I guess. As the years passed, I, matured and stuff. And at this point, another reason I'm doing this video, besides, like, the reason I'm done with content for now is because I can't. I'm too busy. I have, school and stuff. In real life, IRL problems that are a little too private. I don't want to address them, online to, I don't know, the 20 people that might click on this video. But, I don't know. I just don't really have the time to make that content. And if I'm going to be real, English, sorry about that. Depression is a bitch. That is another reason I can't really bring myself to do YouTube anymore. I just don't want to. Because as I said, when I first started this journey, it was amazing. Even getting one view, it made me so happy because that meant someone saw the video. But later down the road, I guess I started thinking about it more with the ideas of money and views. I started actually caring about how many numbers it said next to my videos rather than the fact of why I even did it in the first place. The fact that I was doing that just so someone could see it. But towards down the road, I started, thinking about why hasn't this gotten like 3,000 views? Why isn't this popular? I worked so hard on it. And that just upset me. And having that alongside just, IRL issues, depression, I just stopped kind of making content. I became self-conscious about what I was releasing, thinking that people were seeing it, but they weren't liking it. So I would take things down if they didn't get enough views within like a week or two. And looking at that now, I did save everything to a drive, but I don't think that was the greatest idea. I don't like what my channel's become. I've deleted everything that I didn't think met, my expectations, your guys' expectations, the expectations of the community I didn't really have. So I deleted everything that I didn't think was good enough. And I didn't realize that when I did that, I basically deleted my whole channel, who I was. And I hope people watching this, if anyone watches this, I hope they can relate. I hope you don't relate. I hope no one else has to go through, some sort of mental situation like this. But what I'm trying to say is I hope this video can help you. But yeah, basically I made this video to say I just can't bring myself to do YouTube anymore or content creation. I'll probably still pick at it every now and then. I'll maybe release a little YouTube short. I might make a little video. I might go live on TikTok or Twitch. As it stands, I couldn't even bring myself to do the No Nut November every day of the month streams with Steven. Or as you guys might know him, Ramen on the Corner. And if you guys did show up to my streams, you probably would know my real name. My real name is Ben. I'm not giving up on my channel. I still love the idea of making content and putting it out there for everyone to see. But as I said, down the road I just started to focus on how people weren't liking it rather than just people seeing it. Because if I can make someone laugh at the end of the day, that's enough for me. That's, what I would, that's what I do it for. But I guess I just focused too much on the, maybe the dislikes, or maybe even just, people watching it but not rating it. But with that said, this video is just to be like, hey guys, this is why I haven't been making content. And it's not for any it is, I don't know if you'd consider it a serious reason, but I just feel like I need to explain myself to the few people that did watch my channel. Because I owe it to you guys. And I just gotta say, over the years, climbing those ranks of subscribers, hitting 69 subs, 100 subs, 200, 300, 400, and then the morning I hit 500 subs, I remember sitting in the principal's office looking at that on my phone. And I hadn't I hadn't felt joy like that in a while, and I haven't since, really. But I feel like a lot of people lose the grasp of what YouTube's about. It's not about numbers. Sure, at the end of the day it might be about numbers, but what I mean to say is I feel like the main idea of doing YouTube is not burning yourself out over content you feel like you need to force you out, You should be able to create videos on your own schedule, Make what you want to make. Not at all worrying about the expectations of others or anything like that. And I'm sorry I let that get the better of me. I don't know if the few people were watching just wanted to give me support, whether they actually liked the content. But I'm sorry that I let that get the better of me. And here we are now. I'm getting a job soon. I'm going to be trying to get a job soon. I'm finishing up school. I have other things. It's just all too much. I can't throw YouTube into that mix and force myself to do YouTube. Which is why from this video forward, I will be either I might never post again, or I will I don't know. I might never post again. I might post, in a week. Who knows? Okay? I still play video games. I try to find the time to anyway. Me playing with Steven, Wyatt, all of them. We get some pretty funny clips, bro. But in the end, it's not the numbers that matter. It's, the memories. I know that probably sounds like, cringe or whatever. But it's the memories we make. And I feel like every time I play a video game, I record it. And then after, I just, think, why did I record it? It's not like I was going to bring myself to edit it anyway. So, just playing games, it feels like a chore. I made it feel like a chore when it shouldn't have felt like that in the first place. So, I just keep going forward, Maybe I'll get that job. Maybe, I'm not going to drop out of school, But I'm going to finish up school. Maybe I'll even get a girlfriend. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Yeah, I'm going to end the video in a couple, I'll try to end the video in a couple seconds if I can stop yapping. But basically, yeah. I owe it to everyone who did watch my channel. I'm sorry that I let, the numbers of YouTube get the better of me. I guess this will be it for now. Not gonna say goodbye because guess what? Haha! I'll be back. Eventually. Maybe. It's a 50-50. I'll try to. I'll try.